Hello guys, welcome to SQL Server Tutorial YouTube channel. Today we will learn about SQL Server offset and fetch clauses. Offset and fetch clauses are used to set the limit to number of rows written by any query result set. And if we are using any order by clause, then it is a we have an option to use offset and fetch clauses. So basically we can say that offset and fetch clauses are always used with order by clauses. We cannot directly use them with any select statement, so it is mandatory to use order by clause first, then only we can use offset and fetch clauses. So if we have any result set and we want to skip any a number of rows from that particular result set, then we can use offset. And after skipping any a number of rows, we want to select next a number of rows from that particular result set, then we can use fetch. So with order by clauses, it is optional to use offset and fetch clauses, but when we are using offset clause, then we have option that we can use fetch. We cannot directly use fetch clause with order by clause. So first we have to use offset, then only we have option to use fetch. So here is the syntax for offset and fetch clauses with select statement. So here is the basic select statement. Here we have used order by clauses and we have specified here either ascending or descending order that we want to sort one result set. Then we have used offset, like here we will pass the value. So if we pass here 10, then 10 rows will be skipped from the result set based on the sorting order. And then we have option to use fetch, like we want to select n number of rows that will be our next rows after skipping first n number of rows from the result set, and we want to select n number of rows, then we can use fetch. So let's see how does it work in SQL Server. Here we have a student table. Here you can see we have a student data, student id, student name, and student code, and by default it is sorted in ascending order because of student id, that is an integer. But let's here we have used order by clause and sorting the result in descending order. Let's execute the query, and now we have a result set in descending order. Here we can see the highest id at the top and the lowest one at the bottom. Now let's see, here's our result set and we want to skip first three rows from the result set. So what we will do, we will use offset and first three rows simply like this. It means first our result will be sorted in descending order based on the student id, and then next three rows, first three rows will be skipped from that result, and we will get the remaining result set from the id 8. Like first three 11 to 9 will be skipped in descending order, and then it will return 8 7 to 1. So this result set will be returned from the query. So this is the use of offset, like skipping any a number of rows from the result set. So let's execute the query, and here you can see the remaining result set is returned after skipping the first three rows from the result set in descending order. So let's select the complete record from the table and execute both queries together to understand whether we are getting right result or not. So here we have the output of these two query, and here you can compare. Okay, let me sort my order of first query in descending order. So what we did here, like first is our complete result set. We have just sorted our order in descending order based on the student id column. In second query result set, we are using offset value 3. Like we are skipping first three rows from our result set in descending order. So first three rows means 11 to 9 will be skipped from the result set, and remaining rows will be returned in our result set. Now we have a requirement, like we are skipping here first three rows, but we want only next three rows in our result set. We don't want the complete result set. So after skipping first three rows means skipping 11 to 9, we want only three next three rows, like 8 to 6 only. So we will use further fetch next three. rows only. After skipping first 3 rows, we want only next 3 rows. So let execute both query together, and here you can see offset 3 rows is used to skipping the first 3 rows from the result set, which returns 8 to entire result. And further we have added fetch clauses as well to select only next 3 rows. So it included only 8 to 6 rather than returning entire result set. So if we use here 5, then it returns 8 to 4 in descending order. So this is the use of offset and fetch clauses, like to set the limit on the select result. So whatever the query is returning, if you want to skip any n number of rows and we want to select any n number of rows after skipping any rows, then we can use offset and fetch clauses. This is the use of offset and fetch clauses. And remember, if I don't use offset clause and I'm trying to use a like fetch clause directly, then it will return error. Then invalid use of the option next in the fetch statement. If I remove next also, still it will give error because it is a mandatory to use offset, then only it will work. So this is the video of offset and fetch clauses with order by clause. And let's see, order by clause is mandatory. So without order by clause we cannot use offset and fetch, it will return error because order by clause specified that the order we have ascending order and then we are skipping first 3 rows in ascending order. If we use without order by clause, so this is the main purpose, like it will randomly skip any rows. So this is that's why it is mandatory. So to avoid this situation, that's why it is mandatory to use order by clause, and without using order by clause it will give an error. So this is the use of order by clauses, and it provides us option to use offset and fetch clauses to skip any number of rows and select any number of rows from the result set. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like the video, kindly subscribe the channel for getting the latest video update on SQL Server. Thanks for watching the video.